Suddenly, we heard he's picked up a second wife, right?
You didn't know before you picked the wife up?
Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Augusta Good. Thank you guys for stopping by to watch my video. It's been a long time. Some of you may not understand this story concerning the Edochie's family. This story is not like keeping up with the Edochie's family. May Edochie, Yul Edochie, Judy Edochie, Peter Edochie, all of them now they involved inside this matter now. How did things start? From the beginning, May Edochie and Yul Edochie were husband and wife. They were doing just fine. Yul was this actor that Nigeria actor that everybody loved. Everybody like really love him, especially his voice. When he speaks, women go crazy, go gaga. When he speaks, like people like adore Yul Edochie. And then behold, one day we came up on Instagram and we saw that Yul Edochie has secretly impregnated another woman whom he claimed that he went to pay bride price on. And then the woman had a son for him. Meanwhile, May and Yul has been married for 19 years and May had 4 children for him. 3 boys and a girl. Before now, or normally, in the Igbo culture, we know that the Igbo men, they are really, not only the Igbo men, the Southwest men are really in for male children. When you don't have a male child in such families, it seems like you're not a wife in that family. You're not respected. You are not seen as anybody. You know, the man tend to go out to look for male children. Now, this woman is beautiful, educated, rich, and also have 3 male children for this man. So when we all look at it, we're like, why did Yul go outside? Yul, whatever is his name. Y-U-L, that's his spelling. Why did he go out to get himself another wife? Some people, you know, social media was divided into different segments. Some people were rooting for May Edochie, like, why would this man do such a thing to May Edochie? And some people were like, what happened? Why did this man do this? What really happened? Some people were like, oh, I think it is because there is something behind that we don't know. There is something that nobody is telling us, nobody is talking about. Maybe the woman cheated on the man, or maybe the woman doesn't respect the man, or maybe the woman married the man for money. We know that the man and the woman got married when they were very young. I think when they were in their early 20s, that was when they got married. And everybody was asking questions. We were looking for answers everywhere. Even before we got answers, some of us were for May, like, no, you don't do this to a woman. And then she found out on social media that you're already married to somebody else. We actually thought it was only May that was behind the scene, like behind the curtain, that didn't know what was happening in the family. Until Yul's father, who is also a great actor, a well-respected man in the industry, came up to grant an interview for Judy. Judy. And in the interview, he said a lot of nice things about May Edochie. That May, 90% of the progress of the good things that are happening in that marriage is because of May. That the marriage is working is because of May. That the woman is a very brilliant woman. She's a computer wizard. I heard the...
First of all, Yul is 41. Good. I really don't interfere in his affairs. No. Suddenly, we heard he's picked up a second wife, right?
You didn't know before you picked the wife up?
That is one thing you must know about me.
Right.
I don't lie. It's not necessary.
Right.
God created me so well. If I tell you this thing is black, it is black. You know, it's like when he wanted to run for governor or something. When I saw his photograph, I thought it was a production they were doing. There was somebody who phoned me and said, you know something, Yul is running for governor. And I said, it must be crazy. How? I never heard it.
Right.
And I have 5 sons. I don't interfere with their lives, you know. If they say that so thing is happening, good. If they don't tell me, I don't bother. If they tell me, beautiful. We just heard it, and that's it, you know.
So you suddenly heard that you had taken a second wife? So you were saying you suddenly heard that.
Yeah, we did. There is something we always say in Igbo. Onye kpata nkụ arụrụ si ngwele bịa tụọ onye ava. In other words, if you go and pick up ants-infested faggots, it's a direct invitation to the lizards to come to roost, right? Good. So, here I am, and that's all.
That's all.
Mary is not just a daughter-in-law. I don't want to say that I love Mary more than the other wives of my sons. But the love I have for Mary is so strong. Why? The father and I were very close. Yes, and when we went for the traditional marriage rites in their place, the kind of reception their people gave me, I will never forget. Mary is a girl I love to the marrow. By the way, she's a wonderful person. Mary is a very, very brilliant girl. You may not know that. Mary is a computer wizard, that lady you're looking at, right? And to a very large extent, the success of that home is to Mary's credit. Yeah. But again, things like this happen, and it's so difficult to convince her that you are not part of, Mary is a wonderful person. In fact, I just had my 76th birthday, and the message she put out was so endearing, yeah. And Mary is a wonderful woman. A lot of people have been advising her wrongly, trying to see if they can sunder the link between herself and her husband. Most of those women who are advising her that way don't have good homes. They don't.
I've heard it before. I don't do video about their story every time. But I heard just somebody say that May was the one who designed the building of the house they're living in right now in Lagos. The same house that May and Yo was living in before that one carrying himself go Enugu. I heard that it was May who designed the house. But I didn't take it serious. I was like, social media, I don't come with their story. Until Pete, he said something in that interview. He said, when I tell you this is it, it is it, this is it. I will not lie to you for any reason. I am not scared to tell you the truth. That was Peter Edochie. Before now, we all know that man is a no-nonsense man. So for that man to come out and say, May is a good girl, May is a sweet girl, May is the best, for him to come out and give May those plenty flowers and accolade, men, what does men really want? It's not general. I'm not generalizing. I'm not saying all men are bad. I'm not. No. Some men, I don't want to give excuse. I don't want to take excuse for what Eol has done. Pete said something. He said, when you go out and pick up a ant-infested faggot, that word big o. People, they marry wife. Yo went to pick up. The man said he doesn't interfere in their marital problem. He doesn't interfere in their affairs. So, from the way the man spoke in that interview, it seems to me like he was not part of those that went to pay bride price on Judy. So, who went to marry Judy into the Edochie's family? How did they marry Judy? Was there an excuse? Did they rent people? You don't say that they rent people, they go marriage now here. Did they rent people to go and marry Judy? Did they choose people to go and marry Judy? Who? When your Edochie is alive, a man that likes traditional things a lot, his son was going to marry. I know y'all is not against, when Pete Edochie is alive, I know Pete Edochie is not against polygamy. Yes, I know he's not against polygamy. If this thing had been done right, Pete Bund has spoken the way he spoke today. From listening to him, you will understand that he wasn't in support of this marriage. And like he said, Yol is 41. He's a big boy. So he cannot tell him what to do and what not to do. And you'll be like person will be like saying get coconut head. He doesn't even listen. It seems to me like the family is not in support of what you did, but he went ahead to do it anyway. And since this man married this woman, he has just been going like this, sliding down very, very fast. Very, very fast. He not get respect again. There is nothing he does that people show respect. People don't respect him again. I thank God that Edochie was able to speak in defense of May today. So from what he has said now, we can see now that his statement suggests that May, not even suggest, it just cleared the way that May did not commit adultery. May was not a bad wife. May is not was not in yours life because you have money. May, according to Pete, May was even the originator of the money. Do you understand? So what did this woman do? What is her crime, or was her crime? Not just that this man went to marry the second wife and quietly stay inside one place and they marry the wife. No. He keeps rubbing it on. He keeps doing pepper them to May. Oh, let me sit down one day. I almost they follow. Like, I be May do this man something where we don't know. Because where I now felt like I think your needs Jesus was after the passing of Kimberly. Is it Kimberly they call the child? I don't know. Your son. After the passing of the boy, you know if you reach 2 weeks, you not begin to do video. They dance Odogu, usually. They dance. I say, even if your wife by somebody, even if you guys have been estranged for now, for long, this child that just passed belongs to the two of you, not just for this woman. I don't know why be say some men, when they dislike the woman when they deal with, they go disliking children join. When they call her, y'all go find her hard for evening. No. My people they can make parable say you're kiki or whoever it's not only oko, as in it is, how will I put it? At the end of the day, in the evening, that is when the woman comes out to say, my private part, see what you have done to me. So I'm not like using that as a reference to the men now. It's not only the women that will come in the evening and say, my body, see what you have done to me. Oh. A man will still come and say in the evening, see what you have done to me. Y'all has succeeded in giving birth to children that he abandoned, that has seen a lot of things online. May cannot even cover for him now because the children have seen so many things online. And even you see, my people said you cannot, a child that you already have, you cannot have that child again. That one that passed, even if you're born 15 men now, 15 boys now, boy picking say in born 15 boys picking, they can never be like that son that passed. So even if Judy end up giving birth to 500 May child for Edochie, they can never be like the children that May had for or have for him. Every child is different, every child is unique, and every child came to this earth for something. Make why the sun shine a bit set. Shine a bit. Please retrace your footstep. What you're doing is wrong. What you're doing is demeaning. What you're doing is nonsensical. What you're doing is nonsense. Is there a word like nonsense? Is there a word like nonsense? What you're doing is not right. Trace your step. Nobody is saying don't marry a second wife. When you marry a second wife, or if after you've married a second wife, keep her one place. Make una dey do una thing one place. You don't have to come online every minute. Odogu ijele, Odogu ijele, and Judy will come and be explaining. You don't teach him how to mow. You don't tell the man how to mow. If it doesn't work, who will feed his family? He's a man. He's a man. He's a man. Will they follow and drag the man? He's a man. We know. Huh. Biayo, wake up, whoa. If you be say you shop something, go and do deliverance, yo. I dey tell you. That's all I can say in this video. Guys, have a lovely night rest and bye-bye.